right, if you watch the first video, you have a room, and it doesn't do anything, right? Well, I've got a little timer thing going on. All right, there's a couple of different ways you can add things that are clues. They click on the clock, it goes to a clue. They click on this mask, it goes to a clue. I'm going to show you the best way. The best way is you want to actually now create a Google site. All right, so we're going to create a Google site that's going to have that escape room. So I go create a Google site. And now in here, I can put whatever I want. Clown escape room. Clown escape. Getting kind of crazy, right? Can you escape the clowns? Or whatever. Okay, whatever you want to do. And there's different things, you know, you can change the header type and all that kind of good stuff. In here, you can also add, say if you want to add a text box and add some instructions here if you want. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add our actual escape room. And so I go to my drive, and then I'm going to look here, or you can actually go in and type in search for it, but I know I want to use my clown room. So I insert my clown room, and then I make it big, 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 big. There we go. All right. So here, if there were things that I had linked, which I really don't, except the countdown timer, I could simply publish this right now. Let's call it clown room. Is there a clown room? Yeah. If there is one, then you can't use it. So I'm going to publish my clown room. And so now I can actually view the published site, and I can see, oh, here is my clown room. All that kind of good stuff. I can start the timer. Woo! That's a little scary, right? If you want. All right. And you might see that you might want to use a different timer and all that kind of good stuff. All right. Now let's say, though, you want to actually add a clue. All right. So you want, where the students click on something, you want them to be able to read some type of a clue. Well, we need that clue page, we'll call it, right? And so what I'm going to do is in here within my sites, and there's other places that show you can actually create an actual Google document, which there's nothing wrong with that either, but I'm going to do it within my sites. So all I've done is created a site, all right, in here with my room that doesn't really do anything, but now I'm going to create a page. All right, so I'm going to go here and create a page, and I'm going to call this first clue. All right, so done. This is my first clue. So here, you know, I can do whatever I want to do in here. I can insert a text box and say, congratulations, you found your first, your first clue. Or, you know, whatever you want. And of course, you can add images, you know, in here as well. Let's add a picture of my doggy. So I'll add an image, you know, whatever you want to put in here, okay, as your first clue. Now, kind of the big thing is if I publish this, okay, so I hit publish twice, and notice that if I go back here, okay, so what am I working on? I am working on, in fact, you can change it here. I'll show you that in a second. But I'm working on within my Google Sites. Okay, so right here you can see that, and that's something to pay attention to, is that this was the slide that I created in the first video. This is my actual site. All right, and I can go find like my other site. This was what, Clown Escape, and open it back up. And the issue here is, notice it says first clue right there. Well, I don't want it to say that. So I'm going to go back here. Okay, so if I even look in here at my pages, it doesn't matter which site that I'm on. I can close this. I'm done with it. I'm going to go back here to my main site, and I have this linked to a first clue. And I'm going to go to these three dots and say hide from navigation. All right, because I don't want that there. All right. Now I'm going to link something. Every time you link, you have to go back to your slides. That's in here. All right. If I want to link something, I need to know, okay, where that actually link is. So if I go back here and you noticed where I had my first clue, I just clicked on it and publish this, or I can view this published site because this is what I want. I highlight and copy in my clipboard that first clue. All right, so all I did was I went back to my home. Let's call this my home site where my room is. All right, and I added a page that's going to have a clue that's going to be linked. I then had to actually click to open this clue because I need this URL. Now I go back to my slides. So I'm here in my slides, and what do you want to link? And you can either click on, say, Homeboy here if you have an actual image that you put in here. But remember, I also said that you actually can draw like a shape. So I can go in here into shapes, and I don't know, let's say I want to create a circle around this shape right there. All right, and now from here, I can actually say on this shape, I want to insert, and notice there's shortcuts up here, I can insert a link. Guess what I'm going to link? I'm going to link that clue 1. So I pasted that. And I said apply. All right, I know this is ugly and you're like, but I don't see that. So what you can do is when you click on this, okay, you can go to the fill bucket, say you want that to be transparent, and you can even make the outline transparent. So I click here to the side and you don't see nothing, right? All right, so I go back here. This is my home, okay? I don't really need that one. I'm going to close it so you'll see it open. I made a change, so I want to publish this again and publish again. All right? I don't know why that says that. I guess I can make that look better. Clown Escape. Go ahead and just publish it again since I made that change. And now if I view my published site, notice here if I click on that, oh, I got a clue. Okay, so you saw me create that first clue. Remember you do where you add your clues or your pages, whatever you want, is you're in your, and one thing is to notice these little icons on the left. So my sites, this is my building room. You don't build anything in here, you just add pages and then you link the pages within here. Okay, so remember this is my slide. So remember what we did is we just went to pages. I added a page. I can call this, I don't know, clue 2. And let's just insert some text. This is now a second clue. Okay, and whatever else you want to add to that. Remember, I'm going to go ahead and publish this. Okay, tell it to publish. But remember the big key, we don't want that to say that up there, right? So we had our pages here. We want to hide that from my navigation. Okay, so that's all I've done here is hid that from my navigation. I can see that if I view this site, I get my link. So I just viewed the site. Where do you go back to make the link? You go back to your slides. And that's kind of the kicker here. This is where, I'll go back to my main home here. Your home is where everything is housed and where you add pages. Your slides is now where you do the link. So let's say I want to link Homeboy here. So I click on them, I say link, and I apply. All right, and now I go back to I want to kind of close this so you'll see it open. I go back to my home page, I publish it, and it's just kind of showing you things that you've changed. So I publish it, And now I want to view the published site. And once again, as you remember, I have this little dude there that I can click on. I can go back this tab, and now I have a second clue. Now, one other thing that I didn't show you on the kind of scared with that on the little clock here. Okay, is you can when you set, I did this the last slide, I forgot, or the last video, I forgot to mention this. You can actually have this where it plays automatically. And so now, once again, if I publish this, well, it didn't think anything there was needing published. Uh-oh, I clicked the wrong thing. And now I go to view published site. Okay.